Hello everyone, and thank you for the introduction. Today I want to talk to you about circular economy. But first I want to show you this picture. This is a canal in Amsterdam, and for most people it is dirty and dingy and something you probably don't want to get your hands into. But for circular economy entrepreneurs, this represents a huge opportunity to not only improve our own environmental sustainability, but also help to create social and economic value. But what is a circular economy? Unlike our current linear economic system that is based on the extraction of natural resources, a circular economic system is regenerative by design, and it is based on a few principles. First, it must help us eliminate all waste and pollution. Second, it needs to circulate our product, materials, and resources. And finally, and most importantly, it needs to help regenerate nature. So today I want to take you on a journey with me as we travel through Amsterdam and learn the stories of 3 local businesses as they embody the ideals of a circular economy and learn how we can also improve our own system with circular economy. So let's first start with Plastic Wheel, the world's very first plastic fishing company that set out to clean up the river that we just saw by turning trash collecting into one of my absolute favorite tourist boat attractions. And before we set sail, the first thing that we'll notice is that our boat is made almost completely from recycled PET balls, and you can even see the individual caps decorating the floor of our boat. And as we travel through the canals, using our hands and fishing net to collect any garbage that we come across, we're also treated with beautiful scenery and rich local history. All the garbage that we collect will later be separated into recyclable PET balls that will be used to manufacture even more plastic fishing boats and their new circular furnitures. All the rest will be diverted to local waste management facilities. And in the year 2019, the company have claimed that they have motivated more than 17,000 people, nearly 18,000 people, to partake in this kind of activity and have rescued more than 40,000 PET balls. And that's me, and as you can see, I was really enjoying it. But it's really more than just a boat ride that's putting that smile on my face. It is also a sense of fulfillment as people thank us for taking care of the local environment. And the company really tries to push for this social dimension by hosting public plastic fishing events that is now so popular, it is now part of the city culture. They also collaborate with schools and engage with students to teach them about sustainability and circular economy. And as we travel through the streets of Amsterdam, one thing we cannot fail to notice is just how many bikes there are in Amsterdam. They are really everywhere, which is great because it's considered to be a very sustainable transportation method. Yet in Amsterdam, this has become a problem. Due to a variety of reasons, maybe people relocate or because of theft, it is estimated that 1 million bicycles are being thrown away in Amsterdam every year. To solve this problem, a company called Rosebike created their own circular value chain. By taking in abandoned bicycles and reworking their parts and materials, they are able to create new bicycles out of the old ones. And so far, they have achieved 30% circularity, and they also help the local bike-sharing fleet to achieve 70% circularity. And in 2016, they claim to have saved over 20 tons of raw materials. But it's really more than just materials and resources they are trying to save. It is also the people. With the onset of AIs and the offshoring of manufacturing jobs, a lot of people are left in poor economic and employment conditions. So to help them, Rosebike created their own fair factory. It is a social factory where people can come in to be educated and trained on how to become a bicycle smith, while also they are providing economic career development lessons for these people so they can see better employment in the future. And finally, as we bug through the streets, you can often see structures like these decorating Amsterdam. They are called warm hotels, and they are communal composting eco-furnitures created by a company called Le Compostier. And they help the city to reduce food waste and increase public awareness around the issue of food waste. Meanwhile, they also play a crucial role in creating a nutrient circular economy because all the food that goes into them become a compost that will later fuel the local community and rooftop gardens. And really, this is just another wonderful way to reestablish the kind of connection once existed between people and nature. So as we see from these examples, companies are trying to become more circular, and by doing so, they not only improve their own environmental sustainability, but also help to create a vibrant economy and prosperous society. So how can we use circular economy to improve our own system? To answer this question, I looked at the bike sharing services in China. Since it was introduced in 2016, it has really taken off, and it is considered to be a very sustainable transportation method. Yet, similar to Amsterdam, a lot of bikes are eventually abandoned in so-called bicycle graveyards due to limited circularity rates. So my current research really tries to understand what kind of reduction in environmental impact we can gain if we adopt a circular strategy, and I'm very happy to say that we see a general decrease in nearly all environmental impact categories as we increase in our circularity rates. Yet, circular economy isn't without its own caveats. Existing literature points out that it is too narrowly focused on material flow and environmental impact, and have neglected the social and economic factors that also play a role in creating a sustainable future. However, I will say that these limitations can be overcome. As we see from the Amsterdam business examples, they really push way beyond just reducing environmental impact. They also help to create a vibrant society by creating a new sustainable social culture through community outreach and communication. They also improve local economy and provide economic opportunities for those in need. So I really believe that with good implementation and a more holistic interpretation of the circular system, it can become a cornerstone of the sustainable future that we are trying to build. Thank you.